What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are Des Moines International Airport for the 51st airport update for the month of February 2025. We've got another solid lineup here at the Des Moines International Airport, Allegiant Charter and our seasonal Miami service also returning, Start off here at Gate Alpha 1, we have this Allegiant Airbus A320. This is coming in from Orlando Sanford. It's flight 2078 at 12:35 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 12:44 p.m. arrival. Now, interesting to note with Orlando Sanford in March, it will be multi-weekly, so what I mean by that is it will operate at a number of different frequencies throughout the week. So one week it could be 3 times weekly, or other weeks it would be like 4 or 5, even daily, which is going to be the case in mid-March. The week of the 16th to the 22nd of March, it will be a daily service. And you'll be seeing that screen, the screen grab that I got of the schedule for Orlando Sanford on Allegiant. So going to be very busy for this service as we move forward. And I'm sure with regards to the Daytona 500, which has just passed this past weekend, there'll be a lot of people traveling back from Orlando Sanford if they didn't want to fly straight into Daytona Beach, because there's not too many services that fly into there. And I'm actually recording this on the day of the race, and it just got red flagged for some rain, so Mother Nature ruining the Great American Race once again. But at any rate, we continue on with this update. That's why I'm doing it here, just to keep myself productive, and hopefully that will resume very soon. Moving over to Gate Alpha 3, we have the Southwest 737-800 coming in from Denver today as flight 3437 at 10:02 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 10:10 p.m. arrival. And then swinging on over to this gate right here, we've got the Frontier A321neo. Very happy to have this model and use it once again in an airport update. This aircraft also came in from Orlando International. So we have both the Sanford and the International Airport in this update. This arrived in as flight 1867, and this arrived in at 6:10 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 6:17 p.m. arrival. So I checked the Denver service for Frontier just for fun, and I noticed it will be 4 times weekly, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here in the next month. So some frequencies going on there for DSM to Denver and back on F9, the airline that is what they used to describe themselves as a whole different animal, but they don't really use that slogan anymore. I kind of wish they would bring that back, but Frontier's not really in the best state right now for customer service, so I will digress. And I know someone who is really good at that. Moving over to Gate Alpha 2, our last aircraft at the A gates today, we have this United Airbus A319. This is coming in from Denver as flight 1925 at 8:23 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 8:39 p.m. arrival. So there is Concourse A, and again, you'll note that these gates over here are not in use right now, which is good for me, so I don't have to get the camera off the tripod or anything. So they're still working on the new terminal project right now. And I don't have any major news to report on for this project, but I did find an interesting article on a new DSM sign that was installed on the side of the new parking garage. So I'll pop up a photo that I found of it on your screen. It's pretty interesting there. It's like a 20-foot sign that you can see from about a mile away. So really cool that they added that, and hopefully I'll get to check that out at some point, because again, I haven't been to the Des Moines International Airport in years. It's been a very long time since I've been over there. We'll go ahead and move on over. We'll actually start way down over here at the corner, if I can get my tripod through here. It's a very tight space. You'll have to pardon the occasional banging sounds that you hear, because my tripod is always hitting something, whether it's this platform that the airport diorama is resting on, or some of the other objects that are in the way. My room is very tiny, and I'll be eager to get my own place very soon. So moving over to Gate Charlie 6 today, we have this American Airbus A320 with the CFM engines. This model has not moved since being used in last month's airport update. This aircraft arrived in from Charlotte is flight 1823 at 9:32 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 9:56 p.m. arrival. And then I'll go ahead and get you guys back on the tripod. So I did have to take it off once, but thankfully not for those gates that are not in use right now due to the construction. So we'll move back over to Charlie 7 today with this American Eagle Embraer 175, if we can get the camera to focus on the fuselage and not the winglet. There we go. This aircraft arrived in from Miami as flight 3558, operated by Envoy, at 10:58 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 11:22 p.m. arrival. Miami will remain daily through next month, so nice to have that constant frequency going. Very much consistent, as always. and hopefully that is going to be a more of a mainstay at other airports in the upper Midwest, because I know like Omaha has had it seasonally as well. Sioux Falls, we would love to have it here, but of course we don't have any gate space left, so that's why we haven't gotten new services in like 4 years now. But hopefully that'll come soon with our expansion project, which I'll talk about in next week's video covering the airport, which will have some other exciting movements that I've documented as well. Moving over to Gate Charlie 5, we have this American A319 coming in from Charlotte as flight 1260, so we've got double daily Charlotte mainline stuff going on right now. And this arrived in at 1:08 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 1:28 p.m. arrival. And I would love for someone to do the American A319 with the IAE engines, because if you were paying attention to the graphics, you'll note the AW, or Alpha Whiskey suffix, which indicates the former America West A319s, which used to have the IAE engines. And no one has done that yet, so someone, please do it. I don't care if it's Gemini jets, NG models, Panda models, I don't care who does it. Just someone do it, please, because it would go really nice alongside the CFM 319s. Moving on over to our Delta section, we do not have a regional aircraft in this update, just the more usual 717 from Atlanta, flight 2306 today. This arrived in delayed, arriving in on Saturday, February 15th instead of Friday the 14th, Valentine's Day. This arrived in at 12:14 a.m., delayed from a 10:31 p.m. scheduled arrival, so a delay of, what is that, like an hour and 43 minutes or something like that. Hopefully my mental math worked on that one. So there we go. 3-day delay for Atlanta there, so no major changes to report on for ATL. And then I'll go ahead and move the camera back somewhere right around where I had it originally when I started the video, but here we go. There is the Allegiant A319 at Gate Charlie 1. This is not where it actually parked as far as I can tell, because this is a charter aircraft coming in from Cincinnati as flight 4765, but since this is the only other open gate that I had other than A5B, but that one's typically used by United, I placed it here since Legion aircraft have parked here often, since they are right next to each other. This arrived in at 5:28 p.m., delayed from a 5:05 p.m. scheduled arrival, so a delay of 23 minutes here for this aircraft. Not sure who was on board this flight, but I imagine it's probably some college sports charter, because those are going very strong right now, especially with college basketball starting to wrap up the regular season, so we'll see those tournaments come into play, and eventually the big dance, March Madness, here in about a month from now, so we are getting very close to that. Can't believe how this year's already starting to fly by. That's ridiculous. So there we go, Des Moines International Airport, number 51 in the series for February of 2025. Hopefully you guys enjoy this update. Always nice to come here and see what's going on at this airport. Always something to talk about, whether it's something, as small as maybe a new sign getting installed in the parking garage, or as major as a new development with the new terminal, but don't have any of that for this month, so not much to report on over there. With that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.